Hey everyone, we've all been there, right? The all-nighter for a project, a late night with friends, or maybe just tossing and turning, unable to shut your brain off. But have you ever stopped to think about what's really happening to your body and your mind when you miss just one single night of sleep? Well, today, we're going to break it all down. Okay, so let's just get right to it. You might feel a little tired, maybe kind of groggy after pulling an all-nighter, but the effects on your brain, they run so much deeper. The answer here is a huge yes, and you know what? The impact is both immediate and, yeah, pretty significant. So what's the actual damage? First up, let's talk about the cognitive cost. This is all about what your brain, your body's command center, actually loses when it doesn't get that crucial rest it needs to recharge and reset itself. The very first thing to take a hit is your memory. You see, what's so cool is that during deep sleep, your brain is hard at work consolidating memories. It's like it's organizing and filing away all the important info from your day. Without that downtime, that whole filing process gets totally messed up. That makes it way harder to learn new things and even to remember stuff you already know. And it's definitely not just your memory. Your ability to focus, to just pay attention, it takes a massive nosedive. You know that feeling when you're just easily distracted, your mind is wandering all over the place after a sleepless night? Yep, that's a direct result of your brain really struggling to just stay on task. And oh boy, this is one we have all felt, the impact on our mood. Ever feel way more irritable, maybe a little anxious, or just kind of emotionally all over the place after a bad night? Well, that's because sleep deprivation literally messes with the parts of your brain that regulate your emotions, making you way more reactive to everyday stress. All right, so we've covered the brain, but the story does not stop there. Not even close. The consequences ripple out through your entire body. So now we're moving on to your body's defenses, because this is about way more than just what's happening in your head. To really get the physical side of this, we need to talk about your immune system. Just think of it like your body's personal security team, all right? It's constantly on patrol, defending you from invaders like bacteria and viruses. It's a super complex and vital network. So here's the crucial point. When you skimp on sleep, you are essentially telling that security team to just take the night off. Your immune system's ability to produce all those important infection-fighting cells gets reduced, and that leaves you so much more vulnerable to catching that cold that's been going around the office. Let's just pause for a second and recap the cost of just one sleepless night. We're talking impaired memory, a total lack of focus, unpredictable mood swings, and a weakened immune system. I mean, that is a pretty steep price to pay for just a few extra hours of being awake. Seeing all that laid out like that, it's pretty sobering, isn't it? So that leads to the big question. What's the solution? Is there an easy fix for all this? Well, thankfully, the answer isn't some complicated secret. It really comes down to what you could call the golden rule of sleep. This is the core, science-backed recommendation from the experts. And there it is, the magic number, 7 to 9 hours. And look, this isn't just some arbitrary range they picked. This is the amount of time that most adults need for their brains and their bodies to fully go through all the necessary sleep cycles to repair, to recharge, and to be ready for the next day. And just to be super clear, this isn't just a suggestion. It's the official guideline based on tons of research. This is the target that we should all be aiming for. So let's end with this. It's not just about avoiding all the negative stuff. It's really about what you stand to gain. Sharper thinking, a more positive mood, a stronger defense against getting sick, way more energy. Just think about it for a second. What could consistently getting a great night's sleep unlock in your life? If you found this useful and you want to learn more, make sure you follow HealthMind AI for more science-based wellness tips. And as always, just a quick reminder that this explainer is for educational purposes only. Thanks for tuning in.